What's up, local entrepreneurs? Lucas Morley here with Local Entrepreneur Blueprint, and today we're going to be doing a little SEO introduction. So, what does SEO even stand for? It stands for Search Engine Optimization, but that is way too long, so we just say SEO. Now, most are scared of SEO purely because they did not understand it. When I first started, I was definitely intimidated. Not anymore. I have spent so much time learning it that it does not bother me anymore. Actually, since 2009 when I first started learning about blogging. This basic course was designed to teach you the super basics of SEO in a way that will be easy to consume and understand. I was going to teach you the how, I am going to teach you the how and whys of SEO. Now, these first steps are essential for understanding it and how important it is. In this manner, you'll be able to apply this to your own blog or website. I'm telling you now that SEO is not easy because you do not know it at the moment, but it will become easier. Just like anything that you start in life for the first time, it is hard. You also not learn how to do SEO in a couple of hours. It does not work in that fashion, my friends. If you do see a book or course that says easy SEO, run from it because it's not really easy. Alright, now in time, with patience and training, you'll become really good at SEO and be able to teach it to others as I do now. If you follow this process, this path will be very rewarding, fun, and you will have a great result for yourself or for your business. So let us dive into the world of SEO. Always begin with the basics. SEO is getting organic or free traffic to your website simply by using search engines like Bing, Google, or Yahoo. Search engines give their results based on what they consider the most relevant information users are searching for in their term. You'll maximize with SEO a number of visitors to your website by ensuring your website shows up in the first page, and even better, the top 3 places in the first page of the search engine. So as you can see here, when I typed in the word video training, these were the first 3 websites that showed up. And if you really look into it, the little green www dot, it's all actually the same website. So they have their keyword research and everything on point for this. Alright, now search engine optimization, by what the Wikipedia says, okay, is a process of affecting the online visibility of a website or a web page in a web search engine's unpaid results, often referred to as natural or organic or earned results, right? You're not paying for this. In general, the earlier or higher ranked on the search engine's page and more frequently a website appears in the search results list, the more visitors it will receive from the search engine's users. These visitors can then be converted into customers, which depending on how you have your website set up and the calls to actions you have on your website, it will make a difference. Now, you may be familiar with some of the information on this tutorial as they are important to a web page, but you may not be using them to its full potential. There are small modifications to be made, but there are many, and all these changes made together can give you a huge result. Now, what are SEO factors? An SEO factor is something that influences a website or parts of a website to rank higher in the search engines. Not just one of these factors alone can produce high ranking results. Only when combining your research, blueprint, and the action of the optimization inside the website and outside the website that will produce good results. No SEO expert knows the exact weight or value of each single factor because they're not the search engines themselves. and we will not be covering all of the SEO factors. The main reason is because Google has over 200 SEO factors and more than 10,000 sub-signals for ranking, meaning it will be way too much information to consume and remember. But truth be told is that you do not really need to know all the factors to get results. All you need to absorb is what is important and why it will matter. From there on, it will all fall into place. Now, how is SEO important to your website? If you're like most website owners, at one time or another, you've asked if you really need SEO for your business. That is really easy to say. Yes, most business owners do not understand that the majority of web traffic is driven by major search engine players like Yahoo, Bing, and Google. Although nowadays some social media sites can drive some traffic to your website, but not nearly as much as search engines do. The power of search engines are huge for your business because they send you targeted traffic to your website that are looking for your services or products. The traffic provides your business exposure, and that equals to revenue. When you invest in SEO, that can bring you a higher ROI when you compare it to other forms of marketing. I have been using SEO for almost 10 years and really believe in its power organically, not paid. Paid traffic is also great, but a completely other topic. This is not my idea that I came up with. This has been used by big names like Neil Patel and Rand Fishkin and more. Also, I have dominated my local market online for almost 10 years. I own a local mixed martial arts gym, and that's what I really first started with, and I'm definitely killing the competition there. Now, SEO statistics, you ask? Over 3.2 billion people use the internet in the world. 110 million users build their websites with Wix. Over 16 million websites users use WordPress. I do. I don't use Wix. I have nothing against it. It's just a different type of platform for you to use. Over 1 billion websites in the wide world web. Google now processes over 40,000 search queries every second. 89% of customers begin their buying process with a search engine. 50% of mobile searches visit a store within 1 day. The Bright Edge study found organic search drives 51% of all visitors to business and business to, yes, clients' websites, trumping all other non-organic search channels, including paid searches, 10%, and social, 5%. Long-term results. When building your website, there is a certain formula to follow that will allow you to perform two things at the same time. One, let the search engines find your business and know what it is about, and the other, let actual visitors find you based on awesome content that you have and that they're looking for, of course. They will do this because the search engine clearly understands your content, how it's laid out, and they will know what terms would be the best match for a given page or post. So if you have a website, it's a good idea to have a blog on the website because people can find specific blog posts too that can drive traffic to your business. Now, incorporating SEO into your website is like planting a seed, nurturing it, and seeing it grow over time. With time, it will become a powerhouse that will last long terms from 1 year to another. Now, a nice looking website, if clients can't find you, a beautiful website will matter. It's like having a Rolex that doesn't tell time. Yep, this right here, it's not a nice Rolex anymore. Depending on your niche, it might have more traffic that you need to compete with, and solid SEO will get you that competitive edge. Being found and user friendly will get you the clients you're looking for. SEO is the boat that carries the clients to your beach, if you get my drift. Now, you can check out this little picture, a little SEO, all those people there, and there's your website, just waiting for them. But it better have some good content. Now, SERP anatomy. Search Engine Results Page is the listing of results returned by the search engine in response to a query for a keyword or phrase. Search engines like Google and Bing will return many pages of content results for a given search term. So here would be your SERP, right? Search Engines Result Page. You can find so much throughout the internet, but none are more important than the first page of the SERP to business owners. As a business owner, you want your website on the top of page 1 of Google, Yahoo, or Bing. The main reason is that most click-throughs to your website will happen on the first page of the SERP. The higher you are on page 1, the more traffic you receive. Simple. Congruently, the less people will find your website being at the bottom of the SERPs, or even worse, page 2 or 3, and so on. For most local businesses, people do not tend to go past the first page of the search engines. As searches become more complex, then some may wander into the other pages. But again, those would be more with like more complex searches. Now, listings on SERP have 3 components. These are 3 main things in each of the listings that show up in a SERP. These are the page title, page URL, and a page description. As an example of this, here's a given image that we'll explain to you. Now, this result has given for a basic search for the word local entrepreneur. Let's take a look at these components individually. Page title, this is the first line of a given result. Okay, so in this image it's the blue one. Underline, which tells you that it is a clickable text. This text comes from your page's title or meta title if they are being used. It is very important for this text to honestly represent the content that your page is about and be easy to read and understand. Now, the URL, this is the actual address where the page is located. This is more important to the search engines than it is to the person searching for the words. In general, you want this URL to have actual words and not numbers and random letters. So you can see how Thumbtack has actually thumbtack.com/Sports in Lucy, Florida. That's great service. And then it has all these numbers. If they had add maybe at the end service/digital marketing or SEO, it would be better for people to understand. But then again, you do have your page title and description that will help people understand it. Now, the description. This text is a description of the page's content. It can come from your page's meta description, or it can be pulled from within the page's content itself. If you use a plugin like Yoast SEO, if you have WordPress, you'll be able to add your meta description manually to help users understand better what your page is about. Note that this description is your first opportunity to connect with people looking for your content. So you need to make sure that this information provided will engage with the potential client and make them want to click through to your website. Make sure it is easy to read and understand. Also, that is related to what's inside your page or blog post. Again, this would show up on a blog post as well. Now, looking closer at the search engine results pages, your SERP, right? Every SERP is unique. Even for searches performed in the same search engine using the same keywords or search queries, mainly because all search engines target the experience for their users by demonstrating results based on a wide range of factors beyond their search terms. Factors can include such things as user browser history, physical location, and social settings. The appearance of search engines' result pages is constantly in flux due to the changes in the search engine's algorithm. Let me guess. You're wondering, what in the world is an algorithm, Lucas? Well, an algorithm is a formula of calculation a search engine uses to decide who appears within the SERP. Google, for example, has over 200 ranking signals that I had spoken about earlier. Search engines are always learning and changing to give the user a better experience, and so ranking signals are adjusted. Actually, these are minor changes, but still, they are changes. When you look at the SERP, as we will show you in some of the images coming up, they typically contain two types of content: organic and paid results. Organic results, which are listings of web pages that appear as a result of the search engine's algorithm and the content on a specific website or blog itself. They are based on the quality of content and how closely it matches the search terms or phrase used in the query. Now, paid results are shown before the results of the top of the SERP and are that result of an advertiser buying an ad. These are also referred to as PPC or pay per click. This is newer than organic and PPC, but has made a huge impact on search results. It is known as knowledge graph results. This is a result type that Google first introduced in 2012. It pulls data to commonly asked questions from trusted sources, and it provides a short answer to questions in one main location on the SERP. In this image here, as you can see, I had performed a query for what is WordPress, and in return Google gave me a brief answer and a link to further information. This information was pulled from a website because this website is a trusted source within the WordPress community. This makes it easier for the users to locate the information they are looking for, allowing them to come back and keep using Google. Last but not least, we have what is called related searches. This will appear at the bottom. Okay, so it's going to be really at the bottom of the website, not of the website, I'm sorry, of the SERP. In our example, for the painter search, Google also suggests the following terms as illustrated in the image. So if I put painters or painters Port St. Lucie, it gives me other searches like house painter Port St. Lucie, Florida, Port St. Lucie painting contractors. These might be things you might be interested in as well. Now, I feel these related phrases are important, and I use them in keyword research and in creating my seed list of phrases. Now, as a site owner, what does this mean? Well, let us start by saying you should not be worried about having all of these things mastered. All this means is there are different opportunities for you to show up on the search engines. Google gives you guidelines for you to follow, and by following them, you will have a higher chance of showing up on the organic search results for your SEO terms. You can do it too. Now, make it a goal and you can achieve it. Now, throughout this video, I hope that you have learned something and that I have convinced you that SEO is not a magic trick. Do not be fooled by others that say you can't do it and you need to hire an SEO expert. No one is born an SEO expert. We all learned. With a good education, you can learn how to weave SEO's best practices into your website. You can perform and do your SEO yourself if you have the right education and you get yourself on the right Now, last minute tips. Before writing your content, do your keyword research. Select 3 critical keywords, usually around your category, and 5 to 10 additional keywords, and many long tail keywords. Make sure that whatever you are using, Wix, WordPress, Homestead, GoDaddy, that it has a blog. WordPress to me is best, but that is just my opinion. Focus on one keyword per page strategy within your website. Content for each page has to be around that one main keyword. Do not forget your page title, URL, and meta description has to be keyword focused. Have your internal links set up throughout your pages and blog posts. Use social media for link building and brand awareness. Write a blog post per week at least. Write press releases, shoot YouTube videos, live Facebook videos, and share it on YouTube, do webinars, podcasts, and so on. Now, there's honestly a lot more, but this will get you going and give you a blueprint of what you can do to get started. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and comment. It can help somebody else out. Stay tuned to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. We're going to be putting a basic introductory course that's going to talk about web page analysis and competition research and SEO tools and so on. So please stay tuned, and thank you guys so much for watching all of our videos. You can also follow us on Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere else. Guys, have a great day.